Hi everyone, and welcome to Trending Today, where we share inspiring stories of innovators and entrepreneurs who are setting the trends and changing the game in every industry imaginable.
Are you ready to embrace the island life? Through artistry, craftsmanship, and exceptional hospitality, the Tommy Bahama professionals and products embody the island life and all it has to offer. Now celebrating 30 years, Tommy Bahama has grown from being the standard in men's apparel to men's and women's apparel, fine dining, hotels, and much more. Join us as we explore the island lifestyle brand, Tommy Bahama.
Tommy Bahama is a relaxed island lifestyle brand.
There is so much to love about this brand, and that's what brought me across the country. I joined 8 years ago and was really excited about the artistry, the heritage, and all the beautiful quality and craftsmanship that this brand had to offer.
The Tommy Bahama brand, at its core, still looks at this travel and leisure sportswear is so important to us, but we've become so much more. Where we originally started as a men's wholesale brand, we are now a direct-to-consumer brand. When I started in 2001, we were 90% wholesale and 10% direct-to-consumer. We're now over 80% direct-to-consumer with 20% wholesale. And we're in men's sportswear, women's sportswear, restaurants, licensing, and we've just expanded into all these categories and all these different parts of people's lives.
I'm Tom Chubb, and I'm the chairman and CEO of Oxford Industries. So our business is very much that we're a portfolio company. Tommy Bahama really set in motion that entire transformation of our company from being a private label manufacturer that really just dealt with big retailers and sold on a wholesale basis to them, to being a direct-to-consumer-led branded company that has a direct and emotional relationship with the end consumer. It's hard to overstate how important the Tommy Bahama transaction was and still is to Oxford Industries.
When Oxford purchased Tommy Bahama, they helped us become a better company and allowed us to take risks. Having somebody like Oxford be there along the way and having the trust in the brand and the trust in management, that has made all the difference.
3, 2, 1.
My name is Bradley O'Brien, and I'm the Executive Vice President of Design and Development at Tommy Bahama. Tommy Bahama was a completely different company. We were very siloed, and it was really important for me that we bring the design teams together and start to get them communicating and collaborating. So one of the first things that we did when I joined the company was we brought all of the design teams to Seattle. We had teams in New York and in Pasadena, and it felt really important to have everybody under one roof and really talking to each other and collaborating. When I first started looking at the products and the images we were creating, it felt very much to me like it wasn't the same DNA. And it was really important for me to look at these images and see that these couples actually looked like they were meant to be together and that they really liked each other. And so that's a really important piece of bringing men's and women's together, is for people to start talking and really designing the brand together. We had to disrupt the entire way that we were working. For me, it all starts with the 3 Ps, the people, the process, and the product. And so we were able to, because we moved the design teams, we were able to hire a new design lead. With those people in place, then we were able to take all of our experiences that we had in the industry and create a new process. And so that really was about bringing voices to the table that we hadn't had before. So creating a really collaborative environment that also included merchandising partners and sourcing partners, so that all the product that we design and develop is really well informed.
Tommy Bahama is all about the island life. And you cannot enjoy the island life without caring about clean water, clean beaches, and fresh air. And we want to continue to do our part to ensure that the island lifestyle can be enjoyed by future generations. One of our strongest core values is doing the right thing. With sustainability, you need to do the right thing. That means taking care of our employees, the people who make our product, and the environment. I mean, we've always made high quality product at Tommy Bahama, and also in creating sustainable product, it has to be built to last. So our product is meant to be enjoyed and worn over and over.
I can't just make a long sleeve shirt. Okay, this shirt's gotta breathe. It's got to basically have some element that says, hey, this isn't just your normal shirt, this is a Tommy Bahama shirt. Having that type of approach where we do everything through this brand lens, knowing though our guest wants us to do more for how they live the day, that's made us innovate all over the place. That's on the apparel side. Same thing goes for food. If you looked at our restaurants and see what we used to serve 20 years ago or 25 years ago in our restaurants, and now you go in and look, healthy options for people, because that's how people want to eat now. Quicker options, because they want to get in and out. And then we had to come up with a new food concept, the Marlin bars, because nobody wants to commit to an hour and a half to dinner. They want a quick turnaround meal. So there's things we have done that I think are very innovative. But it goes back to, hey, if you're gonna be around for 30 years, you better adapt and you better be ready to change, or you're not gonna be relevant anymore.
Island inspired, right? That's what you think about Tommy Bahama. We're a from scratch kitchen, highest quality ingredients, colorful, bright foods, because I feel like that fits who we are. We work with local vendors as much as we can. And, I think that's kind of what our guests come to love about us. And when you walk in, we want you to feel like you're on vacation. We want to take our guests someplace great.
The Tommy Bahama guest has evolved. And there was a joke back then that our swim never saw the water, because our guest basically was laying on the lounge chair and had a martini and wasn't interested in activity. That has changed. Our guest is active, definitely in the pool. They probably got up this morning and worked out. For both her and him, we've had to add products that have tech that keep up with your lifestyle. So our guest has gotten younger. We're now 30 and up. And what I'm seeing for both her and him is that we're actually addressing more parts of her life. And so it's much broader than what we had, say, 30 years ago.
Our men's product was really strong when I started. We built a foundation of 30 years of experience and a really strong men's team. What we needed to do was to look at our women's business. And so for me, that was the biggest challenge. We did a lot of work as a leadership team. We did focus groups. We looked at the market. We did competitive analysis. And most importantly, we defined who our female muse was. She's strong and she's confident and she's alluring and she's effortless. And effortless is a big word we use a lot in our women's design team. We don't want to add too much to the product. We want her to feel like she can just throw it on and go and feel perfectly chic.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Manella, Senior Creative Director of Image and Photography at Tommy Bahama. Welcome to the Tommy Bahama Photo Studio. Come on, follow me. In here, we're working on what we call still life. What we have is hard goods, soft goods that we photograph in really interesting ways so we can showcase them the best that we can. So over here, we have a set that has some sweaters, the Tobago sweaters, which what I'm wearing right now. But we want to make it look like a Christmas tree, so we make it look like a Tommy Bahama Christmas tree. That is what this team is working on right now. Over here, we have different fabrics with some really unique prints on them, and we're having some cocktails interact with them, so it makes the shot look more interesting. This team and that team work on about 10, 12 shots a day, and we do that for many days on end, so we can make the best images to showcase our product.
And with the complete transition of the business, exiting all the legacy businesses, selling them off over time, and then buying all the brands led by Tommy Bahama, this year we project that we'll do somewhere in the neighborhood of $1.4 billion. Our gross margin will be well over 60% this year. And then our earnings per share will be north of $10 a share this year.
Last year we did $725 million in sales. This year we're targeting to do north of $850. That's one thing that I'm really excited about is every aspect, whether it's my food and beverage, apparel, stores, e-commerce. I'm in a growth trend right now, and it's being really built through the innovation of products and also reaching these new guests.
This year we're launching our first resort, and what that means for a lifestyle brand. The guests can come visit us in a store for 20, 30 minutes, eat in a restaurant for an hour and a half, but to give us a week of their time and have that be this rich experience in our environment is so exciting. I see that as a big part of our next 30 years.
We have so much more runway ahead of us, and I think about what it means to be a global lifestyle brand. I want to be the brand that our guest looks to every time, for every special occasion, for any wearing occasion, for any vacation that they go on. And I think we have a lot more to come. I think we're 30 years young. I'm Bradley O'Brien, the EVP of Design at Tommy Bahama.
I am Tom Chubb, Chairman and CEO of Oxford Industries.
I'm Doug Wood. I'm the CEO of Tommy Bahama.
And we are trending today.
Today, we kick off our episode with the TASER team powered by Axon Enterprise. You will see the epicenter of a safety revolution.
2 of my high school football teammates were shot and killed on a Saturday night here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And the guy who killed them turned out was a businessman who had a gun for self-defense. And in a few moments, it ruined 3 lives. My 2 friends are dead, and this other individual is now spending his life in prison. And I became very passionately interested in the problem of violence and self-defense. A gun is a very severe tool. And in fact, for most day-to-day situations, it may not be the right tool. In this case, it was too much, and it ruined 3 lives. We set forth and said, it's time that we bring technology forward. The bullet has been around for hundreds of years. We think we can find a new way for people to protect themselves.
Our goal is to provide TASER in a portion of that spectrum to give the officer another option. Where we know that it's effective, most of these situations that officers are dealing with are very gray, and they're split-second instantaneous. We want to be able to provide an option that in that gray situation, they have something that is so effective that they can trust their life with it. We know that it's safe on the other end because it's the most researched weapon in the world, right? You're roughly twice as likely to get injured playing a game of pickup basketball as getting tased. We believe that that TASER provides the officer an option to de-escalate the situation, stop a threat. It provides the subject on the other end a safe alternative to the other pieces, because even everything else on the officer's belt, right? A baton, hands, those are all still very, very rough means with high injury rates. TASER, out of everything on the belt, is the most effective and has the lowest injury rate.
Electricity is actually the mechanism of neuromuscular control. So right now, my brain is sending electric signals down into the muscles of my forearm, and it's telling them how to move my fingers. What these devices do is we mimic those electric signals so we can temporarily take away command and control, and we can stop you from doing what you're doing without me having to hurt the person on the other end. Self-defense and personal safety and security is one of our most basic needs, and I think we've underinvested in it, right? We need better technology than the same bullets we use to fight the Revolutionary War, and we can do it in a way that's more humane, that brings out the best in humanity, that says, to protect myself doesn't mean I have to hurt someone else.
So for me, people are grateful. They're grateful to have something else. They're grateful to have another option. There's nothing else out there that's as effective, yet has the least amount of after effects, right? Every other option is designed to cause some kind of pain, or kind of it's a lasting thing. People who have OC spray or pepper spray, and the lasting effects and how long that lasts. This is so effective. It completely incapacitates the person, but is so safe and so, effective that they're fine afterwards, which is kind of unheard of in the self-defense space. Today, you're going to fire the TASER Bolt 2. It's our brand new civilian device. So it is available for civilian use at home, to carry with you, non-lethal, awesome option. So we have our target behind us here. We're going to try and stay away from those yellow zones. So the sensitive areas, the neck, the chest, the groin area. While it's going to be a bad day for the attacker, it just isn't enough muscle mass to create that nice muscle lockup that we're looking for with these devices. So we're looking at lower chest area off to the side. We say if you can split the belt line, so you have the belt line here, 1 probe above, 1 probe below. That allows you to include 2 large muscle groups, which also creates that really nice muscle lockup. This is your safety switch here. So you're going to move that safety switch all the way forward to arm the device. When it's armed, the safety cap will automatically go off. And then you'll see the laser and flashlight on the target there. When you're on target, you're ready to deploy. We'll go ahead and we'll give a couple commands. Back up, don't make me tase you, I will defend myself. And we're gonna assume he's continuing to attack at that point. You'll press this trigger button and that'll actually deploy the cartridges downrange. Okay. So we've got a really great spread here. The top probe here, bottom probe is here. We've got over 1 foot of probe space, so he's gonna be really nice and locked up. That bottom probe is in a sensitive area, but it's a nice muscle group in the thigh. If you deploy and you turn it off, you have an empathetic response or anything like that, He gets back up to attack. The probes are still in the attacker. Exactly, push it again. He's gonna go right back down. You'll be able to set that device down, let it run for the full 30 seconds, make your safe escape, and go to get help.
I see it improving and evolving quite a bit over the next few years. Over the last couple of years, we've seen taser sales increase, and we see another record-breaking year ahead of us this year. So what we're really looking to bring to market is products that answer our customers' needs, which is really about keeping themselves safe and keeping their loved ones safe. And that means whether they're at home or whether they're out traveling. And that's where we're really a unique solution, because that we're lightweight, we're not a firearm, so you can bring our devices places that you can't bring a firearm. And there's generally less risk of having it with you. And so we're seeing a huge awakening really about the need to think about personal safety and self-defense for them and their families. And that's just creating an opportunity for us to give a better solution.
So in terms of production, we make about 1,000 taser devices every single day. We also produce the ammunition for that device. We make about 20,000 of those units every single day. So very high volume. We use quite a bit of automated equipment. Again, we want to take out the inherent inconsistency in people that produce products. It's
removing that human error.
Yep, and we want to automate that, and so there's quite a bit of automation.
We're on a mission to make the bullet obsolete. We envision a world where people can protect themselves and no one has to make that most terrible decision to take another human life to do it.
The Taser team has made its mission crystal clear: to create a bullet-free world for officers and citizens alike, one innovation at a time. I'm Jana Angel, and this is Trending Today.
Started off as a very, very small company, doing everything in a homemade office in our house. And now we have a state-of-the-art facility where we make all of the products that you see here.
We have over 35 different strains of terpenes for our vapes and vape juices. And then for our gummies, we offer over 30 different flavors. We offer THC, THCO, THCP, CBD, CBN, THCV, and now newest one is Delta 9, and Delta 8 is our standard as well.
We listen to our customers, we listen to our employees, we listen to each other, and that reflects the diversity you see in our product and how it can be custom tailored to you without us ever even knowing you.
We make everything in a GMP certified facility in Western North Carolina. We source all the best precursor material to making our products.
We have people from a lot of different backgrounds that work in our company. We provide a lot of different products to reflect that because everyone is kind of a part of the creative process. It's a community, it's a collaboration, it's not just us at this point.
We use lower-end products. We infuse them as we make our batches of candy. We use all of their flavors exclusively for our products. They're one of the best companies out there for quality, consistency, and flavoring, so we use them throughout our gummy line. At the moment, we're most proud of our gummies. They seem to be our top seller as well as have most potent effects. Some of our more popular Loran's flavors would be blue raspberry, watermelon, green apple, orange, peach. So those are some of the really popular ones.
We actually have grown together as a family because of the business.
Being able to spend time with your family while also doing what you love. Cannabis and hemp has been a passion of mine for a long time. And now to be able to do it with my family and also other people in the company who enjoy the same things we do has been a great experience.
I feel like I'm part of the family and they kind of welcomed me in and treated me like such. Also, it's very nice to enjoy my job and be respected for the values that I bring to the table.
Our competitive edge as a company is the way we innovate our products to kind of guess what people want before they even know they want it.
We're constantly researching what's on the market, new cannabinoids coming out, trying to see where we can innovate, where we can step ahead of other companies.
We are at the Alt Pro CBD Expo.
We find that we can meet a lot of different people within the CBD industry. We meet a lot of stores here. We find a lot of potential clients. We get to meet our customers face to face too, which is really nice.
We do a lot for our customers. We go above and beyond. We've had most of our customers for many, many years. We like to form those relationships with our retail stores as well as our customers that come online.
Innovation as far as the production process goes, we're constantly incorporating new machinery, new equipment, trying to make the best product while also spending the most amount of time ensuring quality. Primary goals with the company would be to grow, innovate, keep up with the industry, as well as provide safe and quality products for our consumers.
I see us really growing as a company. We already dominate the Western North Carolina area, and we're just growing bigger and bigger every year.
We're going to be trying to move more into the cannabis industry. As soon as regulation comes along in North Carolina, we want to be one of the first up-and-comers into that space to continue our quality and consistency from our CBD and hemp market into the cannabis industry.
Hi, I'm Katrina, and I'm with Astria Farm, and we are trending today.
Viking Pure is the best way to battle germs and keep contamination at bay. Stay safe with this team of innovators from Port Orange, Florida.
At Viking Pure, we're trying to revolutionize the cleaning and disinfecting industry. We're destroying the myth that companies and brands need to rely on toxic chemicals in order to clean their environments.
When I was a kid, my grandmother used to say, "You planted the seeds." I never knew what she meant. Then my mother would explain that to lead a good life, you plant good seeds. You may never see what the harvest is in your lifetime. The more good seeds you plant, the better life you will lead. That was probably the generating principle that leads to what you see here today. You know, at least 100,000 people a year were dying from hospital-acquired infections. And these infections were caused by what is known in the general vernacular as superbugs. Wanted to come up with an answer from an environmental standpoint that could help control these issues.
Viking Pure was founded well before COVID. The journey of Viking Pure really started about 15 years ago when we developed a large network of medical businesses and medical real estate. In search of a better way to clean and disinfect our own facilities and better protect our staff, our patients, and our facilities, we discovered the concept of electrolyzed water. Although electrolyzed water had been around for many decades, it had a serious fault in that the solutions had high levels of salt, which was highly corrosive to facilities and their solutions. Fortunately, we were introduced to a brilliant inventor, Walter Warning, who in 2013 had a patent approved for a salt-free electrolyzed water process. In 2016, we formed a partnership with Walter Warning and launched Viking Pure Solutions to revolutionize the world of cleaning and disinfecting.
The disinfecting aspect of the solutions, called hypochlorous acid, was effective against any known pathogen. You're talking about superbugs, you're talking about a whole other realm of an invisible enemy that is far superior than any of the viral strains most people are acquainted with. Hypochlorous is what your body makes in response to an infection. When you get sick, your body manufactures white blood cells. Your white blood cell count will rise. That's what your body uses to kill germs. The other solution that's made during this process configuration through cell technology is sodium hydroxide, which is a cleaner. The great thing about both of them is that they're all natural. They're non-toxic. I take hypochlorous, I spray it on my face in the morning, I gargle with it. The hypochlorous and sodium hydroxide together as a team mitigates, reduces, if not eliminates, the dangerous invisible enemy on an environmental level. We believe we have the best solutions available on the market.
Viking Pure installs our patented electrolyzed water generator on-site at a customer's location. Through a simple hookup to a water source and electric outlet,
Customers are then empowered with the ability to produce on-site all of the cleaning and disinfecting solutions that they could ever need. But with Viking Pure, unlike traditional chemical companies, we're not just selling a bottle of product and disappearing. Instead, we're providing a customized cleaning and disinfecting program incorporating the use of Viking Pure Solutions technology.
This was probably the first time that our hockey locker rooms didn't smell like gross hockey locker rooms. They actually smelled clean when you went in.
We were looking for a solution that was going to help seniors truly live longer and live a more fruitful life. We were first in disbelief that Viking Pure could be this effective and this safe.
I would highly recommend Viking Pure to use in other hotels. They are non-toxic, non-corrosive, and they disinfect more than a product with bleach.
My hope is that, this technology will grow in our industry so that more and more people will be aware of it and that it'll be safer for all of the staff and better for our environment.
I'm singularly focused on trying to improve the world and trying to improve life for everyone. And we're able to overcome the instability issue. And that's by making best-in-class equipment, putting it on site, and you produce it fresh anytime you need it. Because once you have a Viking equipment, it will produce and produce and produce on demand. There are three basic elements to it: water, salt, which does not end up in the final solution, and electricity. And then the cell takes it over from there. It's plug and play, essentially.
We have a dedicated team of engineers and manufacturers who are working hard to create other innovative products in the field of cleaning and disinfecting.
We service approximately a little over 55,000 patients a year. The feedback from the staff was very positive.
When we tried it out, it was amazing.
This gives us the opportunity to manufacture this product right here, and so really we only have to depend on water. If we can have water and electricity in our facility, we can manufacture our product.
We want the norm to be one where we're all safe walking around, as safe as one can be in the world. And we want to create the most healthy environment we can for ourselves and for future generations.
Thank you for joining me for this episode of Trending Today. And join me next time as we meet new entrepreneurs and thought leaders from around the world.